So we started Grid in 2019 because end users wanted to work with the hands that were building the product domestically. We wanted to remove the chaos from the construction process. We wanted to leverage technology and to build a company that was designed to scale fitness across the US.
When Drew talked to me about coming on board and shared his vision with me, my first impressions were really just how much energy and time he had already spent on something that really hadn't even gotten off the ground yet.
So it was easy to get along with everybody, as it still is today. You know, everybody here, I think, meshes well with each other. From the very beginning, I think that was a very important of the company. Drew wanted to set atmosphere where people could work together and get along. 80% of the work is the people you work with, so I think he did a good job.
I've seen the most growth, you know, if I just think of just the word growth and what I think immediately, it's gotta be the types of projects that we're getting. I mean, we're getting huge projects now. So working with a lot of general, you know, contractors, and we're going through a lot of third-party funding companies. So the projects are getting, you know, not just, okay, well, here we're gonna go do this gym floor. Okay, well, now we're gonna do this whole building, and then here we're gonna branch off into all these other businesses as well along with that. So it's
biggest change to Grid since I've been working here is that we have brought in additional manufacturing capabilities, and we've actually increased production, which is tremendous.
So right away, you know, we wanted to get away from the pallets and the pallet jacks and get the rollers installed, and that was probably the biggest and best improvement that we made right away. And then increasing the actual flow of the product from start to finish was also probably the good improvement.
What makes Grid different from other places is the flexibility, the environment, the modern machines that we use, the modern software is just really striving to be one of the best and most technologically advanced companies out there.
When I first started here, I was working over at that office, and I was sharing an office with the old Vice President Tony, and about a month in, I got sick. I came back. Tony and Talima were already over here. I stayed over there for one more week, and we came in. There was no floors, there was no paint. It was just an empty office building. We had a $25 Craigslist carpet that we were working off of, and we did that for, 3 or 4 months? And then last November was when the cubicles became in here, and the rest of you guys started coming in here, and it was like having to re-meet people all over again, because we didn't all hang out together, almost like meeting strangers, but it was a lot of fun.
It's probably been the fastest growth I've ever seen of anything. You know, I've been in this industry for 18 years, and I've never seen this kind of growth. It's crazy. We went from not even really making much to making all of our own stuff to being at full capacity, like within less than a year, really.
There was a point where we did 0 lockers a month. That was the slow point because we were just trying to get through the beginning, trying to build up the factory. So we went from 0 to 5 to hundreds and hundreds a month, and we grew quickly. There were a lot of new faces, quick. There were a lot of new machines, and there were a lot of lockers flying out the door, and we had to get people who knew what they were doing to control that quantity. I mean, this company grew from 0, literally 0 to 100 very fast.
The first time I remember Tanner, he was upside down screwing a beam saw together.
This is true, yeah. It was nice being able to hand build the machines too. It really allowed us to learn about what we were working with.
When I started, and when in speaking with the other reps when they started, again, not having experience within the industry, we didn't know what was a good job and what was a bad job. You know, in sales, you want to make a sale, you want to pay for yourself. So I think that initially the jobs were smaller. We kind of didn't really understand the whole process yet. But in watching Drew and how he approached some of the larger accounts and him mentoring us and kind of teaching us, this is the ideal customer for Grid. This is what we're looking for to grow the company. The jobs have gotten larger and more detailed, and rather than just flooring or just lockers, now they're flooring and lockers. It started as renovations, are now full new clubs of both flooring and lockers. So the size of the opportunities are multiple 6-figure size opportunities.
I found myself coming into work and being busy throughout the entire day. It was one order after the other, one order after the other, and now where we're at, it's back to back. It's nonstop, and it's been pretty cool to see from coming in and having 50 lockers on the floor to having almost 300, 400 lockers on the floor on a regular basis. It's been pretty awesome to see everyone build faster, production run a lot faster, a lot smoother. Everyone seems to kind of know what they're doing now. So it's been interesting. It's been really awesome.
Grid in 5 years, I feel like we're going to be in a whole new building because we are going to outgrow this one very quickly. I hope the company doesn't grow to be too corporate environment, but I have a feeling we're going to double the amount of people that we have now. Production's going to double. I just see it continuing to grow and grow fast.
One of my favorite things about Grid, I love to see the team be able to sell something, put it on paper, and then ultimately hear the machines running, 100 feet from us and build the product. To see that life cycle of a project go from 100% conceptual to hundreds of people using our product every single day on a fitness club, that's a really cool feeling. Here at Grid, each year it seems that we have a theme. And for year 1, it was building the foundation. Year 2, the one that we're wrapping up, it's been polish the process. And so as we go into year 3, it's going to be fun to talk about what the theme is, what the concentration is, and to see each and every one of us really perform and take it to the next level.